beautiful article that I came across. Welcome back, Masters. Welcome to the reality. Please drink some water. Always make it a practice to bring a bottle of water to the session. Just be comfortable while I read this. Dealing with uncertainty. Life is filled with uncertainty and worries about the future. While many things remain outside your control, your mindset is key to coping with difficult circumstances and confidently facing the unknown. The author is Lawrence Robinson and Melinda Smith. So, role of uncertainty in our life. Uncertainty is all around us, never more so than today. Whether it concerns a global pandemic, the economy, or your finances, health, and relationships, much of what lies ahead in life remains uncertain. Yet, as human beings, we crave security. We want to feel safe and have a sense of control over our lives and well being. Fear and uncertainty can leave you feeling stressed, anxious, and powerless over the direction of your life. It can drain you emotionally and trap you in a downward spiral of endless what ifs and worst case scenarios about what tomorrow may bring. We are all different in how much uncertainty we can tolerate in life. Some people seem to enjoy taking risks and living unpredictable lives, while others find the randomness of life deeply distressing. But all of us have a limit. If you feel overwhelmed by uncertainty and worry, it is important to know that you are not alone. Many of us are in the same boat. It is also important to realize that no matter how helpless and hopeless you feel, there are steps you can take to better deal with uncontrollable circumstances, alleviate your anxiety, and face the unknown with more confidence. So, learning to cope with this uncertainty, while we may not wish to acknowledge it, it is a natural and unavoidable part of life. Very little about our lives is constant or totally certain. And while we have control over many things, we can't control everything that happens to us. As the coronavirus pandemic demonstrated, life can change very quickly and very unpredictably. One day, things may just be fine. The next, you have suddenly become sick, lost your job, or found yourself struggling to put food on the table or provide for your family. To cope with all of this uncertainty, many of us use worrying as a tool for trying to predict the future and avoid nasty surprises. Worrying can make it seem like you have some control over these circumstances. You may believe that it will help you find a solution to your problems or prepare you for the worst. Maybe if you just agonize over a problem long enough, just think through every possibility or read every opinion online, you will find a solution and be able to control the outcome. Unfortunately, none of this works. Chronic worrying can't give you more control over uncontrollable events. It just robs you of enjoyment in the present, saps your energy, and keeps you up at night. But there are healthier ways to cope with uncertainty, and that begins with adjusting your mindset. So, the author is giving a few steps on how to stop worrying. Focus on controlling those things that are under your control. Challenge your need for certainty. Learn to better tolerate, even embrace the inevitable uncertainty of life. Reduce your anxiety and stress levels. So, there are 5 tips given here. Number one, take action over the things you can control. So, what he says, for example, if you have lost your job or income during these difficult times, You still have control over how much energy you put into searching online for work, sending out resumes, or networking with your contacts. Similarly, if you're worried about your health or a recent diagnosis, you can still take action by lowering your stress levels, reaching out to loved ones for support, and managing your symptoms. By focusing on the aspects of a problem that you can control, in this way, you will switch from ineffective worrying and ruminating into active problem solving. Actively deal with your emotions. When circumstances are out of your control, it's easy to become overwhelmed by fear and negative emotions. You may think that bottling up how you feel, trying to put on a brave face, or forcing yourself to be positive will provide the best outcome. But denying or suppressing your emotions will only increase stress and anxiety and make you more vulnerable to depression or burnout. Tip 2: challenge your need for certainty. While uncertainty and change are inescapable parts of life, we often adopt behaviors to try to cope with the discomfort they can bring. In addition to worrying through every possible scenario, you may excessively seek reassurance from others. You micromanage people. You procrastinate. You repeatedly check things. So, how to challenge these behaviors? So, what are the advantages of certainty and what are the disadvantages? They are talking at length about this, and I don't want to go in detail of each of these steps. There is a lot to cover. So, I'll be sharing this article in the group. So, whenever you're free, you can read it at your leisure time. So, I move on to tip number 3: learn to accept this uncertainty. No matter how much you strive to eliminate doubt and volatility from your life, the truth is you already accept a lot of uncertainty every day. Each time you cross a street, get behind the wheel of a car, or eat takeout or restaurant food, you are accepting a level of uncertainty. You are trusting that the traffic will stop, you won't have an accident, and everything you're eating is safe. The chances of something bad happening in these circumstances is small, so you accept the risk and move on without requiring certainty. If you are religious, you also likely accept some doubt, uncertainty as part of your faith. When irrational fears and worries take hold, it can be hard to think logically and accurately, weigh up the probability of something bad happening. To help you become more tolerant and accepting of this, the following steps can help. Identify your uncertainty triggers. Recognize when you feel the need for certainty. Anxiety, allow yourself to feel this uncertainty. Listen to help guides coping with uncertainty meditation. Let go and shift your attention. Accepting uncertainty doesn't mean not having a plan. It does not mean that at all you shouldn't have a plan for some of life's unforeseen circumstances. It's always good to have some savings put aside in case of unexpected expenses. Keep a preparedness kit handy if you live in an area of risk for earthquakes or hurricanes, or have a plan if you or a loved one falls ill, but you can't prepare for every possible scenario. Life is simply too random and unpredictable. Tip number 4: focus on the present. Uncertainty is often centered on worries about the future and all the bad things you can anticipate happening. It can leave you feeling hopeless and depressed about the days ahead, exaggerate the scope of the problems you face, and even paralyze you from taking action to overcome a problem. One of the surest ways to avoid worrying about the future is to focus in the present. Instead of trying to predict what might happen, switch your attention to what is happening right now. By being fully connected to the present, you can interrupt the negative assumptions and catastrophic predictions running through your mind. You can learn to purposely focus your attention on the present through mindfulness. With regular practice of mindfulness, you can help change your preoccupation with future worries to a stronger appreciation of the present moment, as well as help calm your mind, ease stress, and boost your overall mood. So you can start a practice like this by following an audio meditation or incorporating it into an exercise program, such as walking. Using mindfulness to stay focused on the present can take perseverance. Initially, you may find that your focus keeps wandering back to your future fears and worries, but keep at it. Each time you focus your attention back on the present, you're strengthening a new mental habit that can help you break free of uncertainty. The last one is manage stress and anxiety. Get moving. Exercise is a natural and effective stress reliever and anti anxiety treatment. Make time for relaxation. Choose a relaxation technique such as meditation, yoga, or deep breathing. Get plenty of sleep. Excessive worry and uncertainty can disturb your sleep, just as a lack of quality sleep can fuel anxiety and stress. Improving your daytime habits and taking time to relax and unwind before bed can help you to sleep better at night. Eat a healthy diet. Eating healthy meals can help maintain your energy levels and prevent mood swings. Avoid sugary and processed foods and try to add more omega 3 fats from salmon, walnuts, soya beans, and flax seeds to give your overall mood a boost. So there is a article on meditation at the end of this, coping with uncertainty through meditation, which I will allow you to read at your own time. So friends, I thought this was a very beautiful article with some useful tips that we can definitely practice, put it into use by making it as a habit. So thank you so much for joining this group and adding your energies to this group meditation, which is always great. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're logging in from. So, this is the time to share your own experience or whatever you felt, anything at all. Please go ahead and share it by raising your hand or unmuting yourself. Thanks a lot, Masters. Thank you.
Hello, Ranjani ji. Great morning.
Hi, Madhu. Good morning.
Great morning, Ranjani ji. Thank you so much for the meditation, beautiful music, and as well as the topic that you chose. It is very, very informative, and we all go through this phase of uncertainty. And that is why when we practice mindfulness and meditations, then we embrace spontaneity. That means whatever comes in front of us, we just accept it. We don't get carried away or we don't get panic. We lessen the anxiety. We are in that moment. So this topic is very, very interesting and very um, thought feeding. There is a lot to learn from this. And yeah, I have seen in my life, I have seen especially Patriji that he is always spontaneous. He's always spontaneous and dynamic. Come what may, whatever comes, is accepting. So developing that quality of acceptance and not getting drifted away with that emotions of whatever we are going through is very important. And yeah, so thank you so much, Ranjani ji, for the tips and for this beautiful article. Very informative.
Thank you, Madhu. Thank you for sharing your time with Patriji and what you have learned by watching him and observing him. Yeah, we always read that when we accept and not resist what is going on, things will become better. But that is one of the things easier said than done. So only with practice we can try and see how we can slowly make it a habit of acceptance and surrendering. Our first instinct is to resist and try to see how we can come out of it. But embracing and accepting is what even this article is talking about. Yeah, so thank you, Madhu. Thank you for your experience sharing. So, friends, we'll end the session here and we'll connect again in the evening or tomorrow morning.